Hey YouTube, my Darkness 85 here, what's up? Here's a video explaining the story of Cyber Dragon. So now, as you know, Cyber Dragon is one of my other favorite cards in the game. This card was one of the best level 5 monsters back in the earlier days of 2006 and 7 when it first came out. It was considered a staple in almost any deck out there back then, like mainly Monarchs and Dark Worlds were out there a lot. This card used to be used a lot of them because I've seen videos on YouTube in Duel back then that this card was used. So this card come a long way over the years. It's now been reprinted several times. But let me just say, is when it was first released in 2005 or early 2006, this card was really, really popular. It was played a lot more than it is today. But back then, this card was played in almost every Monarch build and every Dark World build. Because this card can win games sometimes. Because you top deck this and summon this to tribute for a Zaborg or Mobius, it's very much a game-changing situation. But it had like a double-edged sword at times because your opponent would run them too. And drawing them were pretty common at the time. If you play like a 40-card deck at the time, Monarchs, you have a good chance of getting the card in your opening hand, obviously. So yeah, when this card was first released, I'll tell you, like, I didn't really pay attention to the popularity of cards back then when I was younger. But, you know, I just got a notification from eBay. My box has been shipped out. So hopefully I should get it sometime either between Thursday or this weekend. Hopefully. So now I'm going to resume with the video. When Cyber Dragon was first released, this card was very expensive. And it came out in a collector's tin near the end of 2006. This card used to be like in the $35 to $50 price range. And the Ultimate Rare used to sell back then for almost close to $80 to $100. The Ultimate Rare is still worth a little bit today, but not as much as it was back when it first came out. I think the Ultimate Rare First Edition is like between $35 to $40 because a lot of those Ultimate Rares, popular Ultimate Rares of those cards, are really a little pricey now because those sets are no longer in print anymore. And the booster boxes are very expensive. Like, I've seen some of those booster boxes where those cards first came from. They're like within like the $180 range to the like $300-$400 range because those sets are now out of print. This card was a really good card in any Monarch deck, like I said. Like, if I had 3 of them back in 2006 and I ran Monarchs, I would play that deck for like a year or two. But then Konami saw how more popular and more powerful it was becoming. So around, I think it was 2007 or early 2008. I don't know which timeline. I think near the end of 2007 or early 2008, they put this card at 1, which really hurt the popularity of it. Not many people ran it after that for a long time. It started losing popularity right after that point. But then when it went back to 2, about 3 or 4 years later, it slowly began a little bit of slight popularity in Monarchs, but then it went back down in popularity again because other cards and other archetypes were becoming more better and had more ways to counter this card. And even when they released the Cyber Dragon Structure deck back in February 2014, I think the popularity hasn't went back to its full hype when this card was first released. I think the only way this card will be more popular in this format today is they put more support for the Cyber Dragons. They have some support, but I think they need a little bit more support. Like more spell and trap support and a couple maybe fusion monster support. I would love to see a ritual monster of the Cyber Dragon archetype come out one day along with an XYZ monster or a pendulum. I'm even open to seeing a Link monster of the Cyber Dragon archetype come out one day. Then maybe this card will get back more hyped in when it had back in 2006 and 7. So yeah, tell me what you think of this, guys, and put your comments down below in the description. I think this card should return to the TCG and become a factor in the TCG format one day. because this card had really great potential back when, like I said, it had great potential when this card was first released. So yeah, this was one of my favorite cards of all time back then. So yeah, I'll have more videos like this up pretty soon. So yeah, later guys.